What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I am here with patch 25.19 and this one is absolutely massive. We have got jungle diversity buffs, ADC meta shifts and Riot starting their master plan to separate burst mages from tank mages. If this helps you climb, make sure to smash that like button and let's dive right in. First up, the jungle revolution. Riot targeting champions that are too strong in their main lanes but want to open up jungle diversity. Brand is getting some serious jungle love. His passive monster modifier goes from 2.6 times to 2.65 times. His WAP ratio against monsters jumps from 60% to 70%, and his RAP ratio against monsters goes from 20% to 30%. Your jungle clear just got way healthier and faster. Dinah gets the same treatment. Her passive monster modifier is jumping from 2.6 times to 3 times. There's a huge clear speed improvement right there. These aren't lane buffs. Riot specifically said these champions are still strong in their primary roles. They just want more jungle diversity without breaking the game. Now let's talk bot lane because some struggling ADCs are getting love. Draven gets early aggression buffs. His W attack speed goes from 20-40% to 30-50%. His R base damage scales from 175, 275, 375 to 200, 300, 400. This is exactly what Draven players wanted, more early fight potential. Jinx gets what Riot calls pro-focused nudges. Her Q rocket range extends from 80-200 to 100-200. Her E damage goes from 70-70 to 90-90. They are specifically targeting her level 1 trading and ability to follow up on ally crowd control. Caitlyn gets simple but effective. Attack damage goes from 60 to 62. And here is the big picture. Riot wants to shift the meta away from Yuumi Sivir dominance toward more spellcaster oriented ADCs. Think Ezreal, think Corki, champions that rely on ability combos rather than just auto attacks. Mid lane is getting some serious attention. Ahri gets late game power. Her R base damage goes from 60-90, 122 75, 125, 175. LeBlanc gets more burst potential, WAP ratio from 70% to 80% and her WRAP ratio from 75% to 80%. Lillia is getting massive buffs. Her R damage goes from 100, 150, 200 plus 40% AP to 150, 200, 250 plus 45% AP. The cooldown drops from 150, 130, 110 to 140, 120, 100. She's going to be scary. Male gets scaling improvements. Her P damage per spell goes from 2475 plus 3% to 2499 plus 9%. Maximum P damage goes from 72 to 25 plus 9% to 72 to 97 plus 27%. Those are huge scaling buffs. Seraphine gets versatility buffs, HP growth 90 to 95, MP growth 25 to 40. Her Q damage amp now applies to monsters and her W2 missing HP heal goes from 35% times targets to 816%. She might actually be viable now. Two champions are getting what Riot calls power neutral changes. Listen, his armor growth drops from 4.9 to 4.5, but his Q damage increases from 55 155 plus 115% to 60 180 plus 95%. More early skirmishing power, less late game tankiness. Syndra becomes more of a glass cannon. HP growth drops from 104 to 100, armor growth from 4.6 to 4, but her Q damage increases from 75 to 215 plus 65% to 80 to 20 plus 70%, and her E cooldown drops from 17 to 15 seconds. Jax gets tankier in team fights. His R armor gain goes from 25 50 75 to 50 65 80 and MR gain from 15 30 45 to 30 39 48. Now the nerfs. Corki's poke gets reduced. Q damage drops from 70 to 50 plus 130% to 60 to 40 plus 125%. Pantheon loses jungle power. Q monster modifier from 0.9 times to 0.75 times. W minion and monster cap from 200 to 120. Poppy also loses jungle strength. Q percent HP damage cap drops from 75 195 to 50 170 and her R cooldown on interruption increases from 15 seconds to 30 seconds. Sivir gets a straightforward damage cut. Q bonus AD ratio from 100% to 85%. 3 system changes worth noting. Celestial opposition no longer shows if the user is dead. That's a Neeko W nerf. Redemption loses 50 heal. Unsealed Spellbook cooldowns increase. Initial cooldown from 4 minutes to 4.5 minutes. Minimum cooldown from 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes. Here's what Riot's really doing long term. They want clear champion archetypes. Durable mages who build Road of Ages will eventually trade some damage for survivability. Burst mages will become squisher but keep their high damage potential. This is just the beginning of a larger philosophy shift. So what are you most excited to try? Jungle Brand, the new Draven buffs? Let me know in the comments below. If this breakdown helped you understand the patch, smash that like button and hit subscribe for more leak content.